Hey guys, what is up? The NeoCubist here. Welcome to another Minecraft tutorial. Today I've got a really cool build for you guys today, okay? It's a modern hillside house. It's really big. I think it looks incredible from the exterior. Let's come to the inside and just sort of show it off a little bit. So coming in, we have a nice little entryway area right here, which is some decoration. We have a cool little kitchen right here, which with an automatic bread, it's not automatic, but you gotta click a button and you get a piece of bread. Got a little bit of a bedroom over here, which looks nice. And then we have an enchantment room right here, which is really cool. Got everything you need to enchant. I really like the bedroom with that fence and stuff. I think it looks pretty cool. Right here we have a brewing area with some secret crafting tables and such. If you wanted to add more crafting tables to the build, you totally can, but I feel like I got enough in this one. Have some hanging chests here and just a little bit of empty space. Down here we have a full-fledged mine, which is really cool. I show you guys how to build literally everything you see here, so stick around if you guys want to see it. A chest room right here with ample chest storage. You shouldn't need more than that, but if you do, you can always add more. I encourage you guys to make the builds your own. But yeah, if you guys want to see how to build this entire thing step by step, block by block, I show you how to build the interior and exterior. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so for your modern hillside house, you're going to need to find an area on a mountain, something like this. Now, there are tons of these areas in this biome. I love the taiga biome just because of these large hills, and you could just sort of mine away a little bit and end up with a very flat cliff face, just like this. So I'm going to start off by placing 3 of these cyan terracotta in a pattern like this. And I'm actually going to move it over just a little bit, just to have the edge of the build be right there, and then go ahead and fill that in. We're going to bring this over. So this counting is block number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we're just going to bring it down and repeat the same sort of thing. You want to bring that block up right there because this is going to be where your actual base is going to be behind. And we're going to use white stained glass panes just right there. And then right here, oh no, there's gravel here, but that's okay. That's okay. Let me know in the comments what you think about gravel. I asked that before, and I think the general consensus was that people did not like gravel, but I don't know. Let me know if you do like gravel, because if you do, I'd say you're in the minority, but I really don't know, because a lot of people seem to like it just because of its use with, I don't know. Some people like it, some people don't. So that's the first start to our modern base. We're going to be making a roof, so we're going to break all these blocks above here. We're going to leave that one open, and then we're just going to be putting 2 blocks of quartz, just like this. So it's not seriously resource intensive, but you could go ahead and just use white wool as well if you just want to use a cheaper material. And then on the edge here, we are going to be breaking that 1 block. Sorry, I should have told you to do it otherwise. And then we're going to be extending this block 1 out, 2 out, just like that. And then it's going to be 4 blocks wide, just like this. And then we're just going to bring it over, and we're just going to bring this up a couple of times, just like this. We're going to have this sort of, I don't know what the word is, fleeted? I don't know what the word is, but it's going to be going up a total of 3 times, just like that. And then we're going to be using black stained glass on the inside. But once you're in here, you want to make sure that in between these, you go ahead and just get all these blocks filled in, and then at the top, go ahead and fill that in as well. But just the dirt blocks in between, you want to make sure that they are not dirt, I guess. I'm going to be using black stained glass panes for the spruce wood section. And yeah, it should end up with something like this. Don't put anything up there. But yeah, we're going to take a little bit of oak leaves, just like this. And we're just going to throw a couple down on top of here. Not a couple, we're actually going to throw down quite a bit. And this is going to add a little bit of texture to the build. And what I would recommend doing is just sort of randomly making some higher and then some lower. It really doesn't matter, just something like this, and you should end up with a pretty cool shape, just like that. And I don't know, I think it looks nice personally. Let me know in the comments how you like it. Down here, I'm going to be putting a little 2-high bush, just like this, and then I'm going to take some oak wood, and under that, we're just going to put it right there. I did not give you the dimensions for this at all, did I? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks long, and then it should extend 2 blocks away from your dirt wall, just right here. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks long, and then this one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then this wall on top is just going to be a tad bit bigger. But if you build this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, just like this, you should be able to figure out that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. And what I meant is you can figure out what the roof shape is going to be. It's pretty simple. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to be using a little bit of trapdoors made of spruce, and I'm just going to place these on the block right above this door, and then I'm going to be putting some fence under it, and that way you just have a little bit of an entrance. If you don't want to have that, you don't have to. I'm actually thinking that it looks a little bit better without it, actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a bush here and a bush here. So we'll make this one 3 high and we'll make this one 2 high. And I don't know, I think that looks pretty interesting. Maybe something like that looks a little bit better. Okay. Cool. So let's come to the inside of the build and start actually building the inside, because the inside is one of the best parts of this build. Although I do like how it just kind of looks on the outside. I think it's a pretty cool base. If there's any blocks showing that you don't want to be showing, go ahead and just fill them in with whatever. But let's come back in here. Now the base is only going to be as wide as it is long, so that makes building the inside a lot easier, but we're going to go ahead and just sort of break out this area behind all the walls that we've built so that we can start constructing the inside, because this is quite a large base. It's definitely not a small one, so it's gonna take a little bit of time to complete here in the video, but it's gonna be worth it, guys. It's gonna be worth it, I promise. So this, as you can see, is 3 blocks high, and there's a few things that you're gonna want to change as far as dirt goes, just to put the actual block material in there so that everything doesn't look weird. But I'm gonna make this entire base just 4 blocks. I'm not gonna make it 4 high, but starting right here, it's going to be 4 blocks high, and we are gonna carry the ceiling material back a little bit, just like that. Now, as far as wall materials go in here, I haven't really decided what they're going to be, but I do know that the main part of the house I definitely want to be stone brick, but we should probably get to like actually breaking this back. So from the door, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just 7 blocks like that, and then obviously 3 blocks high. Now this 7 block section is only going to be done up until right about here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. And so you should be able to just sort of connect them, and it makes it a lot easier to break this in survival if you just sort of do that, because then you can see what you need to break in order for things to happen. So if I'm talking a lot and rambling a lot, it's probably because I'm on a large amount of caffeine, so I do apologize. I mean, normally I talk in my videos a lot, but I mean, a lot of you say you like my voice, so you're gonna hear a lot of it in this video. So that's as big as the room is gonna be here, and then this one is just going to be 1 block smaller, just like this. Just like that. So you're gonna have a little entryway right here, and then you're gonna have this room, and then you can sort of put whatever you want in this room. I'm not gonna put a whole lot in here, but I am gonna be doing the walls and the ceiling as just spruce wood, because I think it's gonna be easiest for you guys to get. I don't want to use any crazy materials in here, and then that block right there will just be replaced by the wall block right here. So we're gonna go ahead and just fill in all these walls with cyan terracotta. If you don't have access to cyan terracotta, don't worry, don't stress about it. You can use like gray wool. But cyan terracotta is not that hard to make, or gray concrete or gray terracotta, whatever it's called. On Java, this is called cyan, and like I get it because it's like the base color is like look at terracotta. The base color is like just right here. So I guess like the palette, if you add blue to that, it ends up making it gray or something. I guess that's why they did it like that, but I'm not really sure. If someone knows why they did it like that, I'd love to know the answer, because I really have never been able to quite figure that out. These blocks right here, I'm just going to be replacing with cobblestone, so we're just going to do a cobblestone ceiling on this. Nothing too complicated. We've already used up quite a bit of resource-intensive materials if you are building this in survival, so I'll save you a little bit here, a little bit of resources, and we'll just do this as cobblestone. So hopefully I can do this on camera without it taking too long, but yeah, that might be a little bit long, so I'm just going to put cobblestone up here. There we go, pretty cool. So I took a little reflection there, and I realized I'm talking so fast, and I do apologize, but it is the caffeine. So, and if you guys are younger out there, be careful with caffeine, because caffeine is extremely addictive, and I would not recommend drinking coffee or anything like that, especially if you haven't before. Don't start. Honestly, if you want to get an energy boost for the day, go outside, take a walk, take a run, go lift weights, something. But caffeine, never the answer. Alright, so I'm going to put something smooth in here. I'm going to use some polished andesite just like this, so try to stick with the same sort of color scheme, but just mix it up a little bit. And then if you wanted to, you can sort of make the floors blend together like that, and it looks pretty cool. So in here, I was thinking a little bit of chest storage. Well, not a little bit, a lot, but let's go to the outside here and see if there's anything else that we can polish up about this. I was thinking as I was building it, do I want to make the roof extend over and sort of past this? And you know, I don't know. So let me take a look at it real quick, and this is just one of those live things, and we'll see if it looks good together. We'll take a vote in the comments. Do you like how that looks? Maybe like that? Do you think that that looks better, or do you think it looks better with how it was before, where it was just like this? personally, I think it looks best just how it was before. I think the reasoning is on that is that's like a divided section. One thing you could change up is go ahead and just sort of put the corners in. Although if you do that, it sort of takes away the whole modern aspect, and I think it looks a little bit better if you have these continuous sort of flowing windows. But I don't know, whatever you want to do in your build, whatever's going to make you happiest, go ahead and do it. Let's come around to the front and let's head inside and let's actually start designing this. So right here, I said I wanted to get some chests. Let me grab those. So due to the whole new Minecraft sort of physics stuff, we could do a bunch of cool stuff with chests. Well, not physics, but it has to do with how chests work. So I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to be lining the top of this with right side upstairs or slabs. Either one works. And then I'm going to bring this wall material back just so that behind the chest we don't see that raw material. And I would recommend also putting this cobblestone here as well. And then go ahead and bringing that material there. Now, if you're building a modern house, you probably are later in the game. So if you wanted to, you could put glowstone right here. And you could even put glowstone behind the chest. It really doesn't matter. You could do something like that and just make it look somewhat cool. And then you can go ahead and just fill in all of your chests right here, and it makes it really, really nice. Look at that. You got a ton of chest storage there. And then we can sort of do the same thing here, except this row is going to have to be cut a little bit short, but don't worry about breaking these materials. They can be broken as well. So the chests are going to be right there. So just go ahead and place your stairs on top. And then I'm going to fill in this section here with spruce wood. If I can grab it. Oh, my mouse wheel wasn't clicking. On the Java version of Minecraft in Creative, if you didn't know, you can middle click your mouse wheel. Like just click it down. Like, if you guys could hear that, and then it sort of selects the block you're looking at. So if you ever see me do that and you're curious as to how I'm doing it, that is exactly how I do it. And then maybe even some more chest storage in here, but I wouldn't want to block all the windows necessarily, but like this block right here, you could do that upside down. Oh, you could do the upside down stair thing, and it would function just fine. Yeah, I wouldn't put any more chests in here though. You really don't need more chests. If you do, I mean, it's not a bad thing if you do, but I don't think personally I'm gonna add any more. I'm gonna take some slabs here. I'm just gonna make a little bit of a table just to sort of look at some stuff here, and then I'm gonna take an armor stand and I'm gonna throw that down just right here. Should be perfect. Yeah, I like that. And then I was just gonna take some pots and just some assorted plants and just fill those in. So let me grab those and some armor. Okay, so just something like that. Go ahead and fill in your armor stand. Completely aesthetic. You really don't have to do it. But, oh, well, I wanted the cactus and I wanted, whatever. That should be good. And then up here, if you wanted to do the same thing, you could. You just have to take some spruce trapdoors, and you can do a shelf like that and then put more pots on top of it. Or, you know, you could even go as far as to putting more chests up there or whatever. But whatever's going to make you satisfied with the build, go ahead and do it. So, yeah. Perfect, just like that. Cool. Okay, so I like that area. I'm happy with how it turned out. I'm not sure if there's really much else we can do at this place. Maybe some stairs. Nah, see, that just looks weird. So I'd just leave it like this, and then I'd take some carpet. What color carpet? Let's do some white, and let's just sort of blend it in here. Just try not to fill in every single block, but fill in most of them, and you'll end up with something pretty cool. Try to make it as random as you can. Just like, see, I'm trying to decide. There we go. Just something like that's pretty cool. Maybe it looks, yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so we got the chest storage room out of the way. You're going to need furnaces in a survival build, contrary to popular belief, so we're going to go ahead and just fill in this entire 3x3 area. If you need more than 9 furnaces, well, this isn't the build for you guys, because I'm not going to have more than 9. As far as a bedroom goes, I'm going to go ahead and put the bed over here. If you want to do some lighting that's a little bit fancier than how your normal lighting would be, take some glowstone and some jungle trapdoors, and I'm just going to put the bed like right here, and then I'm going to put some glowstone on top of it, and then just some normal trapdoors. Although if you don't have access to that, torches will work just fine, I promise. So we're going to put some torches right here, and then one up there and up there, and that should be good. If you wanted to, you could hang down a block here and also put some torches, but for creative, I'm not going to do it. Over here on the wall, we have our bed. Let's face it this way, and let's take some bookcases, because those always look nice. They always look nice to put near a book, what am I trying to say? To put near a bed. Yeah, and then let's put some leaves, and then just have like one little leaf block right there, and yeah, pretty cool. A cool way to do a table is to take, or not a table, sorry, take some fence like this, 2 of them, and just sort of line your bed, and it makes the bed look a lot nicer. If you wanted to, you could also place a painting in this little area, And I don't know, fill the space and it makes it look quite nice. You could take an item frame here, or actually 2 item frames, and then you could take a clock and a compass, which a lot of people don't know these blocks. I mean, they know they exist, but they never craft them. But if you put them in item frames, they actually function. Like this clock will actually update and sort of give you the time. I have my time off on this world, so I was thinking like, why is it not updating? But you can never see the time on this world just because that's how my creative world is set up to run. These blocks right here, I'm gonna go ahead and break out, and then I'm going to put all these blocks back behind them. I'm gonna take some torches here just so that we have some lighting, and we may want to place a few of these right here and like right here. I'm gonna take glowstone, and this is optional, okay? This is completely optional. I'm gonna put some glowstone up here. I'm gonna take some trapdoors made of spruce, and we're just gonna line up the bottom area right here. I'm gonna put some trapdoors here in preparation for the soul sand I'm gonna place, and then topping that, we'll just take some nether wart, and we got a nice little brewing area. So this block right here, I'm just gonna remove because it doesn't really matter if it's removed or not. I'm gonna put a cauldron, fill it with some water, and then I'm gonna take a tripwire hook after we fill it with water, and just makes it look like a little bit of a faucet. And then we'll take a stair here made of cobblestone, and then we'll just take a brewing stand and place it there. If you want some more brewing stands, you could honestly put another one right here if you wanted to. It really doesn't matter. Just something like that is pretty cool. Now we did remove one furnace, so maybe you want to put some furnaces behind here. It doesn't really matter. I would recommend putting a crafting table somewhere in the build. So we still have a ton of area over there on the wall. Although, like, if you want a crafting table in here, you could just put it right there, no problem. And then we'll go ahead and just put a crafting table right here. As far as some other things to add to the build, I would recommend in the corner right here, it can make a room look a little bit bigger if you were to divide this doorway up and just put like a little bit of just some leaves right there, right? So you walk in the build and it looks like, oh, okay, and it's a lot bigger than it actually is. In here, if you want to, you could divide this room up, although, well, I'm thinking it technically when you divide a room up like this, it literally just like doubles the amount of stuff you can put without it feeling like cramped or anything. So maybe I'll go ahead and just sort of divide the room. So over from the door, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the 5th block, just sort of divide it. And then all I did was put the panes like this, and then they just sort of taper. And I don't know, I think that looks actually pretty interesting. So let's figure out some things to put in here. So a few things I would recommend putting is maybe do a little bit of a kitchen right here. So how I do that normally is I'll put like 2 furnaces like this, and then just put 2 stairs facing outwards like that, and it looks like a little bit of a vent. And then you can just put these detector rails, sorry, I forgot the name for a second, detector rails like that, and it looks cool. And then right next to that, I'm just going to take a dispenser, I'm gonna put a button on top, I'm gonna put a item frame, and then bread, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just fill it up. So if you want to, you can just sort of randomly push this button and get dispensed bread, so it's kind of nice. You could also put a pressure plate in front if you wanted to, but that's always a cool thing to do. I'm gonna go ahead and put a chest up here, so I'm gonna put a right side up stair first, and then I'm gonna take the chest and just place it right there. And then you can take a trap door. I don't know if I can put it there though because of the button, so maybe not a chest right there, maybe just hang one right there and it should be fine. So just some trap doors like this, and you got a nice little hanging chest in your kitchen, which is cool, but I did not put the stair above it, so we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, just like that, cool. So that opportunity that was taken away gives us the opportunity to put a torch there, which is cool. And you may want to put something else here, so maybe you want to listen to some music in your kitchen. So you put a jukebox here, and then let's say you have a couple discs, so like just a couple here, let me just grab a few, and you want to put them in the chest above here, and you can play some pretty cool music, so something like that. And you could also line it up with a trapdoor, and you have a pretty cool kitchen area. I'm gonna take some carpet. I'm gonna do some cyan carpet in here, although you do not have to do that. This is completely optional. I just think it'll look nice if one room has like some cyan carpet, and then coming over here, maybe another kind of carpet like gray or something like that. And you can just sort of, you can really do whatever you want, but just something like that looks pretty cool, I think, personally. Now, we don't have an enchantment table or anything in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just solve that real quick. So maybe over in the wall, like right here, you have a little enchanting room. So just break out this area, and then break out a little 3x3 area like this with a 3 high ceiling, and then go ahead and go one more block back for a total of 4. And now you can take your bookcases, your enchantment table, and I think that's everything we're gonna need. So I'm gonna go ahead and just in preparation for what's gonna happen, just put some glowstone around these blocks right here. And then up top, I'm just going to, you can either do like trapdoors like this made of spruce, or you could do something else. I'm gonna do the trapdoors with spruce because I think it makes the room feel a little bit bigger. And then we're gonna go ahead and just break out all these blocks right here and fill them up with bookcases. And that is more than enough to give you a full 30 enchantment table. And then you can also put a piece of glowstone on the floor and put that on top, and then it works. Let's verify it's a full 30 real quick. We'll just grab something random here, like a diamond pick. Might as well see what we get. Ooh, efficiency 3, fortune 2. Not bad at all. So we'll go ahead and continue our same material choice into here as far as the floors go, and then if there's any of the walls showing, you can go ahead and do the same thing you did on the outside. Although I'm going to take 2 stairs made of cobblestone, and I'm going to put one right here and one right here. I'm going to put an anvil and then an ender chest, and that should be pretty good. If you need another like chest, you can always put it right here. I'm just going to put a bookshelf there, and you can open it because of the glowstone. And let's just still verify it's a full 30 just in case that sort of messed it up. If it did, no problem, we can put another. Ooh, efficiency 4. Not bad. So we do have that, which is nice. There's not really a whole lot else I can think of to add to the build aside from, well, let me think. This space right here needs to be filled for sure. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to put here, but I have somewhat of an idea. So I'm going to break these blocks right here, put some right side upstairs, add some chests, and then a little bit of trapdoors just like this. This is a trap chest. Are these all trap chests? Are they? No, they're not. Okay. Well, you don't want to put a trap chest there because when you open it, it's going to do that. And it's kind of funny, I guess, but it gets a little annoying. And then I'll just put another chest just right here, just for good measure. And then go ahead and make sure before you put it, you put that right side upstairs. Go ahead and close everything and line them up. I love hanging chests. I always think they look really good. In the corner here, I'm just going to put a fence block and then a leaf on top. And that should go ahead and fill out that area pretty nice. And then we'll just put an armor stand right here and just fill it up with whatever kind of armor. Just something like that. So I think that's pretty good for the base. If you wanted to add a mine, you could do so right here. So let's just go ahead and do it just because why not? I'm feeling good and I feel like I have enough time to go ahead and add this to the video. I know a lot of you stop watching after like my average view duration is like, I don't know, like 1 minute and 30 seconds or something. So I know most of you are gone, so it's only the longtime fans that are still here. So to those of you who are still here, thank you so much for watching. You guys are truly the best and I really appreciate all of you. Let's come down here and I'm just going to line a little bit of this area. I want to have a little 3 high area in here, so we're going to actually break it down 2. So I'm going to break out a little area, a 3 by 3 area, just right here. How many times can I say the word area in one sentence? The world may never know. I'm going to take some torches in here, and we'll go ahead and just use spruce for the walls, like back here. Just going to put 2 torches down so that you guys can see, and we'll go ahead and dig out this room to make it a total of 5 long, just like this. That should be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just fill in all this. Obviously, we're going to have entrances to mine shafts, so we may actually, you know what, we'll go ahead and leave that one open just because that's going to be where the actual mine shaft is. Let's just go ahead and break these blocks right here. So what I like to do in my mine shafts typically is just put a lot of furnaces in and then just have a few chests for cobblestone storage. So we'll just put a few furnaces in here. A few, right? This is totally just a few. This is not that many, guys. Wink, wink. It's actually that's like a lot of furnaces. For the floor in here, we'll just go ahead and stick with something simple and do cobblestone. So let's go ahead and put all those blocks in here. And then we need a little bit more light, so we can go ahead and just put it right there and right there. Cool. As far as chest storage down here goes, you can take some stairs made of that stone brick, and we can fit a bunch of double chests right here. So we'll go ahead and do that. Right side upstairs, and then fill in the back wall material, carry over the floor, and then just throw the chests in, just like that. Now you got a ton of junk storage for cobblestone and whatnot. Let's go to build the actual mine shaft. So what I would do is just sort of keep the ceilings 3 high, but every time just sort of go down 1 layer like this. And I would go down personally to layer 12. I'm not going to show that on camera just because that takes a long time to do. But if you just keep up a pattern like this, you'll end up with a pretty cool mine. If you wanted to, you can take some stairs made of something like cobblestone and just sort of place them as you go. You don't have to do all 3, you could just do the middle block, but I think it looks best to do something like this. Now another thing that I found out recently that looks really good is just randomly in your mine, take some of this wall material like spruce or any kind of logs, it really doesn't matter, or planks, and just every so often just sort of build these little support pillars. And then up on top of those support pillars, if you just take some fence made of, for instance, and also when you have the pillars, you have a place to put your torch every single time without fail, which is nice. But as I was saying, just sort of put fences like this that just sort of connect down. Just make sure they connect to all of them. And I don't know, I think it looks pretty cool. So you have a nice little mine when you go down. And then even up top, if you wanted to, you could just add a few fence posts, or you could just do them like that. But I would recommend just keeping it simple like this and going down to layer 12. We can't really fit much else in here, so let me see if I can think of anything else, and then I'll come back if I can. But well, no, I mean, I'll always come back because I still have to do my outro, but if I think of anything crazy, I'll let you guys know back on camera. Alright, I think that's pretty much it, except for maybe putting a little bit of a leaf right here, and then you could do something like that, but I'm going to keep them just two and then one high like this. And I don't know, when you walk in, it's just kind of nice to do. In this area right here, you can't really break those blocks, so what you can do is take some stairs made of cobblestone and just face them inward like that. Or no, I was trying to make them connect, but I don't think you can. Just something like that. Let's put that glowstone block back. And then we'll go ahead and continue our wall material. We're just going to put a painting in here, and then just two heads of whatever choice. It doesn't really matter. Let's say you killed your friend accidentally and you want to put his head in here, but I'll just put a creeper and a zombie because they're pretty simple to get. So we'll face inwards just a tad bit. Something like that can always make your builds look a little bit better. And then you could also take item frames right here, and then you could take like swords you use to kill them. And then, like, if you killed the ender dragon, you put an ender dragon head there, or whatever, you know, something like that. I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the recent views I've been getting. Absolutely incredible. So stunning to see my channel finally growing again. If you guys want to see more videos like this and much more, click that subscribe button. You'll get notified when I upload. But don't be shy. Let me know. Leave me comments on what you guys want to see. If you guys don't like anything I'm doing, just let me know, and I'll be sure to change it for the future. But yeah, leave a comment. I try to reply to every single comment. I usually get to every single comment. I haven't missed one in like 4 months, and that's thousands and thousands of comments, so I really do care about you guys, and I try to show that via comments. I know at some point my channel will get so large that I won't be able to do it, but hopefully it won't be for a while. And I know that sounds like I'm faking it saying that, but truly, like, I love replying to you guys, and if I can't, it's gonna sort of break my heart. So I know it'll happen eventually, but you know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're curious about the shader pack, texture pack, any of that fancy stuff, it's all going to be down in the description below. I know I'm just kind of terraforming here, but yeah, leave me a comment and I'll reply. If you guys can try to get this video to 1,000 likes, I would really appreciate that. That would be so awesome. I really hope you guys enjoyed this modern hillside house. If you did, leave it a like, and if we get 1,000, that'd be really cool. But yeah, I'm done rambling. Sorry for the whole caffeine thing. I know it made me sound sort of crazy, but yeah, thank you guys for watching a final time, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.